Hi, this is Todd with Real Active Wellness, and today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about wrist mobility, how to improve your wrist mobility. So I'm going to show you an exercise to improve extension of the wrist, also flexion of the wrist. Let's start out with extension. Similar to how you might get started in a push-up position, you're going to spread apart your fingers completely. You're going to rotate them just enough so that your index fingers are parallel to each other. Then you're going to place your hands on the mat. So that will look just like this. I have my weight on top of my hands, and now I'm ready to begin the exercise. For the remainder of this, I'm just going to do it on one hand, so I can use my free hand to help provide some guidance. Feel free to do it on both hands at the same time, or you can do one hand and then the other. That is fine as well. So once you get into this position, before you start mobilizing at the wrist, there's a couple important things that I want you to do. First and foremost, put some pressure, some load through the heel of your hand. And then what I'm going to do to open up the joint is I'm going to begin to rock forward, and I'm going to shift that load from the heel of my hand toward my fingers. However, the heel of my hand will never come up. I always have pressure in the heel of the hand. The second thing I'm going to do as I rock forward is I'm going to take my elbow and I'm going to externally rotate my arm so that the crease of the elbow faces forward. What that will do is it will open up the wrist joint and allow me to go into deeper mobility without creating too much compression in the joint. Okay, so we get the hand set up in the right position. I have a good amount of load in the heel of the hand. My fingers are spread out wide. Full extension of the elbow and full external rotation. And then from here, I can just begin to shift my weight forward towards my fingers, and then I'm going to shift back out of the stretch. So with this mobilization, I go into it and out of it. Into it, maybe I can hold for just a second or two, and then out of it. And I'm trying to lead with my elbow, pushing my elbow forward over my index finger. It's as simple as that. Maybe you do 8 repetitions, maybe you do 20. It just depends on how aggressive you are and how much work you have to make, how much progress you have to make. The other is almost the exact same. I'm going to bring my hand into the other position. Fingers are still wide. Index finger faces perfectly backward. I'm going to rotate my elbow again. And now instead of shifting my weight forward, I'm going to shift my weight backward to bring me into the stretch. And again, I keep all parts of my hand, the back of my hand, and all fingers on the floor at all times. Here's a really cool tip for you guys. As I'm shifting my weight back, I want to drag my hand on the mat in the opposite direction that I'm moving. So if I shift my weight backwards, I'm trying to drag my hand forward at the same time. And that will open up the joint to a much greater degree. You can do the same when you're in this position here. So versus here. As I'm shifting my weight forward, I can think about pulling my hand backwards to open up the joint even more.